Good morning, guys. Welcome to day 37 until I'm a YouTube millionaire. And I was thinking, I think I have an objectively interesting life and backstory. But what YouTube tells me through the number of views that I get, how much my channel is pushed, is that I don't. Now, I'll leave it up to you, the handful of people that do happen to see the video. And I know consistency matters. I need to keep on posting every day and keep working hard and all that. But I'll leave it up to you to tell me. Or not even to tell me, just think of it to yourself. Maybe let it absorb into the psychological layering of your life. Who's correct here? And if it turns out that, in fact, YouTube is very much wrong in that regard, that I actually do have a very interesting backstory. I have a lot of interesting things to say, interesting things for people to hear. Yeah, I want you to think about that. Is YouTube actually something that'll last in perpetuity if it's blockading somebody like me? I don't want to put myself on a pedestal or anything, or have humongous ego and all that, but I do believe I have a very interesting backstory with a lot to say. I am a very intelligent man. I have a very creative mind. I think that's indicated, if nothing else, by my writing. Why is there seemingly nobody out there that wants to hear me? There is. There are people out there that want to hear me. YouTube is just not doing a good job promoting my content properly. I get a little bit of traction on my live streams, and I'm really happy about that. Very grateful. But that's like putting lipstick on a pig. Or being a Pollyanna. Sorry, guys, a little bit of hair there. Being a Pollyanna when it's not really justified. Yeah, it's just, when you see other people who post one video, two videos, who are objectively not very interesting people, nothing against them, they're just not. They're just not. Not very intelligent people, not even very good-looking people, who, you know, they post maybe 5, 6, 7 videos, they're not even very high production quality, and they end up getting tens of thousands of views, if not more, and the channel ends up getting 1,000 subscribers within a couple weeks. And then you put in a consistent effort every single day, tons and tons of videos, and you'll be lucky. And this is still a small channel, don't get me wrong, all right? But even so, should be better than this. If you're lucky, a video will get 10 views. Am I objectively boring? Tell me, guys. What is it that you don't like about what you see here? Or what is it that makes you click away immediately? You know, I want you to let me know so that I can try to figure out how to make this work. How did these handful of people, or it's not a handful, it's a very large number of people, just suddenly explode on the platform? I mean, I'm thinking off the top of my head of one person in particular. A nice young lady, very nice young lady. I think she's lying about her age. She's probably like 16 or something. Very, very nice young lady who suddenly went, you know, from just starting YouTube to like 70,000 subs. She's not a very interesting person. She doesn't have much to say. I don't think she's a bad person. I just think she needs more life experience. You know, needs to see more of the world to have more to talk about. Because like I was saying before in previous videos, and still stands true, I wouldn't say it, you know, half-heartedly if I didn't think that there was some oomph to it. what you lack in intelligence, you can gain in life experience. So while you might not have a very powerful mind to think of things deeply, necessarily, the average person is average. You know, they're not dumb, they're not smart, they're average. You can have a lot of life experiences, which gives you something to talk about. So you're not just spitting in the wind or whatever. So you can make a video about a story, which everything is parable, because we're all unique individuals and we're all de facto idiots. It's just the way it is because we live such short lives. The best way to convey meaning is through stories. Therefore, you get some life experience, see some of the world, you'll have stories to tell. And it could be a 10-minute story that teaches one very basic lesson. That's good enough. But this person I'm thinking of doesn't have a very deep experience, and they're relatively average intelligence, maybe a little bit above, because you have to have at least some type of acumen to consistently post videos and to be able to pick out the things that are more successful and those things that are less successful and all that. Take advantage of opportunity when it pops up to you. So this person's not dumb or anything. She's probably slightly above average, but not very much life experience. Me, on the other hand, objectively, military veteran, pilot, electrical engineer, seen 6 to 10 different countries, been to about 40 of the 50 states. I'd have to think about it, how many it's been. But it's been at least 35, at most 45. I used to be a big runner. I've got stigmata. I post videos every day. Do I have an objectively boring life? Do I just not sell it very well? Or is YouTube flawed and is just blockading me? Am I shadow banned? I don't think that's the case because I moved from a different channel to this one. Actually, I've tried a few of them. But there's something strange going on here. When you see other channels, some of them objectively not very interesting or well built, that explode onto the scene, it doesn't make much sense. You know, and that would indicate to me that YouTube is not working with a proper algorithm. Their algorithm needs to be fixed, because that shouldn't be the case. I mean, yeah. I mean, to, again, put it in more perspective for you, I run another YouTube channel that has almost 25,000 subscribers, where a video is lucky, a long-form video is lucky to get about 3,000 impressions. So, yeah, YouTube's algorithm's messed up right now. There's a perfect opportunity for a platform like Rumble to jump in and, you know, stand up where YouTube is stumbling. But Rumble doesn't seem to be taking advantage of this opportunity. I think they're just controlled opposition, honestly, at this point. But I don't know. I don't know. The universe has got 200 billion galaxies in it and is apparently 13.7 billion years old. We live on one little dirt clod orbiting one average star in some obscure corner of the Milky Way galaxy of the hundreds of billions out there. And we have one little internet that contains the sum total of all of human knowledge. It doesn't, don't get me wrong, but it contains a lot of it. And it's been around for 30 of those, 40 of those 13.7 billion years. We're not going to figure it out in the snap of a finger. We're going to have some help from people and entities from perhaps the future, other timelines, other realities that have already tried these things and they'll be able to prevent us from taking 5 steps forward and 4 steps back. They'll make it so we can take 5 steps forward and no steps back by telling us and showing us what works and what doesn't. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, am I boring? Am I ugly? I give myself a 6.5, like I said in a previous video. Now, I'd be a little bit higher if I'd be a little bit more kempt, but honestly, I've been kind of demoralized by life. Just keep on going. Am I stupid? No, I'm definitely not. If I'm stupid, then everybody else is a gorilla, which is not the case. Do I not have worthwhile things to say? I think I do have worthwhile things to say. Am I interesting? I think so. Am I biased? Sure. We all are. But am I not charismatic? I don't know. I think I've got a fair amount of charisma. I've been told that by people who watch me on lives. People who listen to me speak on other channels, that one with 25,000 subs, tell me that I have a ton of charisma. So it doesn't really make much sense. And again, I hearken back to what I had said prior. The probability of being this wrong for this long is infinitesimally small. The probability of having this bad of luck for this long is infinitesimally small without exterior influences. So somebody or something has to be suffocating me or trying to. And if we're still in that state today, then the good people of this world are not trying hard enough to push the evil out. Because that would mean that the only thing that makes this world viable is the handful of people that decide to not give up and keep pushing forward despite the fact that they see no light. And if they were to just let go and give up, then the weakness and the failures of the human race would be abundantly clear. And the gig would be up. And we would have to face the humiliation of that fact. Unfortunately, if I end up being that person who just refuses to give up, I'm just not gonna. So it's incumbent upon, if I am that guy, I don't think I am, but if I am, incumbent upon the human race to fix it. See what happens. Love you all. Peace.